Oh, g'day everyone. Okay, we're making a bit of progress. What I started doing is, I'd welded a bit of angle bar on here. I plug welded it, and then when I sat it on there, I found it was, while it was standing up, it was okay. When you laid it in place, it was like an inch high in the centre, so I ended up having to cut right through the angle that I'd plug welded on there. Cut a V out of it, like an inch here back to nothing in the middle, both sides, to get it to sit down. And so then I just had to fully weld that. And so then what I've done, so I've tacked it to the trailer, either side, here and here. And I also put a support bar, a temporary one. That was the only way I could hold it up. So what I had before was too flimsy, and it sort of had too much movement in it. So made a more secure temporary post to hold it in place. However, it can, actually you can't now because I've tacked it up here, but it was still able to move that little bit. So there'll be measurements going from here, making sure I got both sides the same, but can't actually do that yet. I've tacked the other side. I started cut away. I was originally going to leave all the outer part of this B-pillar in it, but I thought, well, it's all, who knows how much rust's inside it. So started trimming it off, but it's spot welded down here. I'll grind that bit out, but this, I think I'll just leave there. I'll probably fully weld it, actually. Don't know, not sure on that yet. I've also tacked it at the front, tacked it to the trailer. It's a bonus to tacking things to the trailer too, is then, so you just have your earth hook to the trailer, then you have to keep moving it. So, I've still got to do the other side yet. So I was going to take the mudguard off and get that positioned. Okay, so I started with here, put this bar. This is the only sort of bit of, not the only bit of bar, but I got some other like Rio bar, but it's terribly rusty. So use up this bit of threaded pipe. Don't even know where that come from. It's been hanging around for ages. I didn't buy it, but So I bent that, used a bit of heat, tacked it fully. So I want this secure, this piece here, because it's shaped and just shuts against it. I've also been able to weld the hinges onto that, and finished welding these. Decided these will stay in there permanent now anyway. There will be another one, because that can still flex just a little bit. So when I've got it all, everything in position, I'm going to put another piece of rod up across the centre, and I'll then put another a bit of bar, a bit of something anyway onto this other rod, and that then when the hinges can't flex at all. Right, and then I've retied and moved the bonnet, got back into position so that it's all lined up with this edge here. And I've also started yeah, tacking a bit of rod onto that to get all that solid. See, these need to be really secure. Like you can, like I could just join the sheet onto it, but then it can still, like the sheet will stop it moving this way, but it won't stop it moving up and down. So, yeah. And yeah, also gives a good base for these rods to weld onto. These rods have got to be moved. Instead of only put one tack on the other side. These rods are going to be a guide for this line. So, yeah, I'm going to, they'll have to be moved according. I can't actually tell where I want the line just yet. Reason being is that I've sat back here. I want to smoke. Yeah. And how many times sitting back here looking at it, trying to figure out how to, merge the two shapes. Because the front half's sort of fairly flat and then just curves at the ends. Whereas the, what do you call it, engine cover, has got a significantly more curve in it. And it's also narrower. And what I didn't want, as I explained in other videos, is a sharp bend, from the front panel to the rear panel. And I came to the conclusion that the only way I'm really going to be able to do that is to pull in the front piece. And which will also mean, chopping the bonnet, pulling that in, but you look at the condition of the bonnet, the bonnet's going to be, it's so rusted out, it's going to have to be patched severely and chopped anyway, so it's not going to make too big a difference to that. So, anyway, when I finish getting all this, these bits, I'll be able to just bend that, just putting it on the ground, put my foot on it and whatever, and bend that into shape, but it's really difficult to get like both sides right, and then tack it on. So that's what I've got one side right, I've tacked it on, and now I'll have to put heat onto the other parts of the rod and get that to fit. Actually, I can see I haven't even cut that edge very straight either, so I'm going to have to trim a little bit off that edge first. But anyway, as I said, I'll get all that tacked on, and I'll tack it to the other rod, same as I've done here. Remove the bonnet, and then I got to cut. Get this secured first. Take the guard off, get this secured, get all that done. And once that's done, I'll cut away all this. I'll cut away the inner structure, this piece here anyway, for the moment. Won't touch any of the rest of that just yet. But, and I'll cut it through here. I don't know how much yet, so I'll start with, I don't know. It's got to come in a bit. And I suppose, I'll cut about 1.5 inches. See, I don't want to cut too much and then have to have a gap that I got to fill up. I want to be able to, weld this rod straight onto this reinforced panel. So, I don't want to cut too much off it. But so that's what I'll be doing. Pull these in, as I said, a good 2 inches, maybe more, until I think I can get a smooth transition from here to here. When I can get a smooth transition without a sharp bend, then I'll be happy with it. Of course, that'll come down as well. When you push it in, it'll come down. It won't come down a lot. It might come down 1 inch or so by the time it's in here. But that will also help, with the flatness of that. Because it comes in, comes down, I'll then have to heat this piece up here and make that more rounded. And yeah, so as well as making it smoother down the sides, it'll also make the arches a bit more similar. Of course, then I'll have to chop and bend the bonnet, but yeah, no big drama. The bonnet's got to take a lot of work anyway, so yeah. Right, so yeah, that's where I'm up to, and yeah, we'll do another update just yet, a bit later. I'm thinking too, I might as well utilise the quarters, like the rusted out down the bottom, but I've already cut like 4 inches off it anyway, so yeah, I'll be able to cut above the rust, and because they're already sort of the right shape. Yeah, so if I possibly even up the sides where the vents are. Well, I think I've cut the vent off the other side. Yeah, I'll be able to use that part too. You can't really see it. Yeah, try to utilise the shapes that I've already got, rather than trying to, because I don't have, like an English wheel and rollers and that sort of thing. So it's difficult for me to make rounded crown panels. So yeah, so I always try to find something that's already the right shape, and just use that and weld it in. Anyway, that's where we're up to, and yeah, thanks for watching, and keep you posted. Bye.